Hello, how y'all doing? It's Bambata Tyehimba, founder of Young Kings 1000, along with my brother Sekou Tyehimba. And we started Young Kings 1000 back when I was in college at Tennessee State University. I started it the day after I got cut from the college football team. I was real sad, depressed, needed something to keep me motivated and keep me busy. So we was listening to Meek Mill's debut album, Dreams to Nightmares, and he has a track on there called Young Kings. So as we was listening to the track, we said, what we gonna call this brand? So therefore we called it Young Kings Clothing. And my brother always had a saying, keep it 1,000 or 1K. So as the years went by, we collabed the two names 1,000 with Young Kings 1,000 to be more universal branding, because a lot of women would complain about putting Young King. They say, we don't want to wear something that say Young King. So you know what, we're going to put YK, 1K on all the clothes, or, so it could be more universal to everybody. So now it's YK, 1K. So it's kind of like a brand evolution. And, I grew up at the Pan-African Connection bookstore with Bambata Tyehimba. He's the founder, along with my mom, Bambata Tyehimba. And my dad and my mom have been going back and forth to Africa for probably almost 30 years. So my first time going to Africa was in high school, and I loved it. It was different. I grew a love-hate relationship for it because, growing up in America, we're pretty much spoiled. We have everything, technology, hot water, not as bad mosquitoes, sleeping in comfortable beds and living situations. But in Africa, man, it's totally different. You can have cold showers. You might not have electricity 2 or 3 days out the week, no Wi-Fi, you can't be on your cell phone, on social media and stuff like that. So it kind of had an effect on me, but it grew on me, so now I'm pretty comfortable with it. But yeah, so that experience there gave me and Sekou the confidence to be able to travel the world and build different relationships with different manufacturers. So 3 years ago, we went to China. We didn't know anybody, went out there and met different manufacturers that actually got the wrong size shirts. We got 300 shirts that were like Chinese sizes, which the 3X fits like a large, and the small fits like a toddler size shirt almost. So we came back to America, man. We got 300 shirts that's the wrong size. What we gonna do? So we came up with a plan, and I feel like that lesson there, having 300 shirts, we had to really turn up our marketing in our our business sense, because like, how we gonna get rid of 300 shirts without taking a loss? So we made it happen. So certain lessons make you stronger, make you a better business person. So we've been going to China for about 3 years now. We have great relationships with different manufacturers and different people over there, and man, we love it, man. Being able to travel, network, and being able to work with so many different people, not just people here in Dallas. You have to spread your brand out for people here to appreciate it, because they're not going to respect it unless you're taken away from them. So, traveling, and also just staying humble, man, and staying true to our culture and what our parents taught us growing up inside the Pan-African Connection. As growing up in the Pan-African, man, it's kind of a staple in the city of Dallas, and everybody knows about the Pan-African Connection. Everywhere you go, oh, that's Bandeli's son, that's Akwate's son. So we have to carry ourselves a certain way in every single interaction we have with anybody. You have to be in the public eye. You have to be respectful. You can't, go out and act crazy, because it's gonna fall back on us in the community. And you don't want people viewing you as, a bad person, because people are very judgmental, man. They hate to say it, but people really are judgmental. So you wanna make sure you carry yourself the right way at all times, especially if you have a business like a family-owned business right here in the center of Dallas that relies on the people's support. Yeah, so as growing up in the Pan-African, there were always events going on. And as a young guy, man, I didn't truly understand. I wanted to go outside and play and, be a kid. But, my dad kind of raised us pretty fast. So almost every day it would be a different event. We would sit in on that revolutionary roundtable talks. I didn't understand as a kid, but I appreciate all those events and seeing all that organization now, because I realized the importance of being organized and having a team around you and actually meeting, because if you don't meet with your people, man, the people are going to continue to be lost and not have a sense of direction. So I remember my dad always say, Africans get organized. We have to get organized. So therefore, I see all those lessons more so now than I did when I was growing up. And it's really helping me out as a businessman because it's letting me see the things I need to work on and how I need to keep my business structure very tight and run a clean operation. So I appreciate all the events and seeing all the things I did see my pops do now because it's helping me become a better businessman as well as a better man as well. So Bandeli used to go to a lot of different schools and, you know, talk to the entire school about African culture, about the revolution. And man, as a kid, man, I used to be kind of embarrassed, you know, seeing my pops come in our school. He's come to my school sometimes and he have African clothes, man, on, and all the kids would laugh and, you know, play jokes and stuff like that. And, you know, I was kind of embarrassed, man, honestly. But now I appreciate that because those same people that were laughing at, you know, my pops and stuff, they have so much respect for me now. You know, they look at me in a whole different light because they see what he was really talking about. They see the message he was bringing to the table. So, you know, seeing my pops go to different events and talk to different people passing out, you know, revolutionary propaganda as well as spreading the culture in Dallas, man, was huge because a lot of people were scared of that type of stuff, man. A lot of people he'll walk in the door and they'll run away because, you know, knowing who you are is very important. You know, a lot of people don't know who they are, so therefore they're scared of who they are. They don't want to know they're a king or a queen. They don't want to know they come from greatness. They want to think, oh, I come from Oak Cliff, I come from Dallas. I remember my pops used to always say, where is a black person from? You know, people identify with land. There's no such thing as black land. There's no such thing as light-skinned land or brown land. You know, everybody comes from a land base. And, you know, if you have melanin in your skin, you come from the continent of Africa. And I think everybody needs to know that. Everybody, you know, thinking, oh, I'm from Oak Cliff. Nah, brother, you're not. That's the last place you could be from. You know, if a German Shepherd is born in my backyard, he's going to be a German Shepherd regardless. You know, so it's just identity. So I think my pops wanted people to identify with who they was, and that's one of the things I respect about him. No matter who you are, he wants you to identify with your history and your culture and who you truly are. All right, so, you know, growing up, we had to wear African clothes, and we wanted to wear Nikes. We wanted to be cool like the rest of our peers. But, you know, we kind of didn't want to wear them. But now, you know, as we got a little older, we started embracing our culture and the different fabrics that come from Africa. And we transformed it into the lane of hip hop, and to the point where now our peers, they love it, man. Everybody want to come in here and get the African drip. It's all about perception. You know, you perceive, oh, it comes from Africa, we can't wear that. No, you got to realize all fashion comes from Africa. All these fashion designers, they get their ideas from the African culture. You know, they're the biggest cultural vultures of all time. So it just tells you perception. You know, people perceive it comes from Africa, we don't want it. So therefore, me and Sekou and the Pan-African, we're trying to change that perception and let people know this African, these African fabrics, man, you're gonna look the best in it. And if you don't get a compliment, you can bring it right back as well. And man, I remember, I never forget, I made me a custom YK African outfit for my 21st birthday. And I went out to the club in college, man. I was walking around, and this random girl stopped me and said, hey, sir, I just want to let you know I don't know you, but I want to let you know you look like $1 million. You like $1 million, man. Can't nobody tell you nothing right now. You look the best ever, you know? And I was like, wow, this outfit, if I was wearing an outfit I got from the mall or like all the rest of my peers, you know, I wouldn't stand out. So therefore, making an African outfit out of, you know, African fabric gave me that power over everybody. Made me look like $1 million, you know, which ain't saying much. It's material, but it just lets you know the power that them fabrics can have over, you know, somebody. So therefore, I want everybody to feel like they worth $1 million or more. So therefore, hey, get you some African clothes from YK1K. So man, you know, tomorrow's 2019. Today is the last day of 2018. And some of the goals for YK1K coming up in the future is we just want to get more versatile as a brand. You know, we this past year we dropped some jeans and a lot of different stuff we never did before. So, you know, 2019 we want to just get versatile and do all type of stuff to where you could be YK from literally head to toe. Some shoes are in the works. Also, it's workout gear, maybe even some socks. You know, everything. You want to make sure you can be YK down. I want to be more of a complete brand in 2019, not just t-shirts and pants and stuff like that. We want to be a complete brand to where it's nothing that we don't have. We want to be able to produce everything. And I think that's the goal for this year, man. Be more versatile and create brand new things that we never did before. Don't do the same thing we've been doing. Give the people something brand new. And another thing, man, I realize as we've been doing this clothing, it's more for the people than ourselves, man. You know, the people are what keep us going. It does something to us when we see the people wearing our clothes that we don't even know. Our customer base has grown so much. It's people who don't know me and Sekou. Like, they'll walk right by us not knowing that we actually made the clothes they're wearing. It's getting to that point now, man, and that's a blessing, man. That feels great when people just love your work and they're not doing it to support you. They want to buy your work, and that means a lot to me and Sekou. So, man, we just been working hard, and we just want to make it a brand for the people to where it's gonna be here forever, forever, and forever.